I say this every time we've got one of these mass shootings. This just doesn't happen in other countries.
That was President Obama earlier today addressing the deadly shooting at a Planned Parenthood office in Colorado. It comes amid increased suggestions from some on the left that pro-life campaigns contributed to the deadly assault by a madman. Earlier today on the Colorado State House grounds, some advocates for abortion suggested as much, including one woman who said she had been near the scene of 2 shootings, the Planned Parenthood one last week and another back in 2007, and both attacks had something in common. Watch.
Both incidences were perpetrated by white men who desperately needed mental health services. Both men were fighting against progressive ideals like choice.
Today, we call on right-wing politicians across the state and the nation to stop their false attacks on Planned Parenthood and to apologize for the lies that are directly contributing to the politically motivated violence in America today.
If you're calling women's health care providers evil, you're part of the problem. If you're tweeting Planned Parenthood sells baby parts, you're part of the problem.
Joining me now, Family Research Council President Tony Perkins, who knows how it feels to have an organization targeted by a gunman. It happened to his own group just a couple of years ago in 2012. Tony, and do you remember advocates right up to the President of the United States coming out and calling on people to tone down the violent rhetoric against causes for which you stand?
No, I missed that. You know, look, nothing justifies this type of violence, nothing whatsoever. So we're very clear about that. And as a former police officer, I've seen the effects of violence, and then, as you pointed out, we've experienced it here. But the left seems to lose their voice when it's their own people. Just blocks from the White House, this attack happened here, the only case of domestic terrorism that's been prosecuted in the district. On our group here at the Family Research Council, but it didn't fit the narrative. We're a well-established Christian organization. It was a liberal activist who came in with 100 rounds of ammunition, 15 Chick-fil-A sandwiches, motivated, inspired by the Southern Poverty Law Center in a city that has some of the strictest gun control laws in the nation. Didn't fit the narrative, and so the president didn't say a word about it. Didn't even call for stricter gun control laws. He was silent.
And now he's very concerned about the rhetoric that we use in discussing this choice issue. And you heard him there saying, don't demonize Planned Parenthood. I mean, I ask you whether you think the president is in any position to tell the American people whether they should be demonizing Planned Parenthood or not.
Well, Megyn, I do think that we need to be introspective, and we have occasions like this, and we need to look at, are our words, are our actions inciting violence unintentionally or intentionally? And we do need to have a civil discussion over these things, but what we're talking about here are facts. People talking about undercover videos that have revealed that Planned Parenthood has been trafficking in baby body parts, that Congress is investigating it. There's enough there that Congress is looking into it. Having a discussion about that is not inciting violence, nor is it demonizing an organization. It's fact. It's
but you
reality.
Heard that woman. You're to blame. She says if you say that, you know, baby parts, you are part of the problem, and that there needs to be an end to the politically motivated vitriol. But the question is it just the politically motivated vitriol that is heard from some corners on the right, or do they feel the same about the left?
No, I think it's just on the right. But look, we need to be careful what we say. However, we cannot surrender our right to speak the truth because of political correctness. Just because something offends the moral conscience because it's wrong doesn't mean we cannot say it and have a discussion about it. And I think we need to have a civil but very candid and honest discussion about what our tax dollars are funding in this country, and that is clearly within the realm of citizens of this country to discuss.
Tony, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Megyn.